Okay, let's try this again. So it's time for part two, eh? Okay, guys, I want to talk about Reunited because I felt like I don't know. I had the biggest ideas for that one. Like everything has like normal, but I feel like AG would kind of fight Blue Diamond. Here's how it go. Like in Reunited, like they have a little song, and even AG has like a subplot where he thinks about his brothers. He sees everybody happy, but he looks at that picture of Ansakamaru and hard that he kind of keeps with him when he keeps with him. He's like, I miss you guys so much, but I guess I gotta be happy for them. It's a good day. And yeah, contextually throughout this like rewritten version of Steven Universe, I kind of like foreshadowed that Ansakamaru and Hard actually do get to come back, but I don't. But in this episode, you kind of see how. Also, also D from the main continuity actually comes because he actually did exist in the Teenage universe. Same backstory too, but basically, they had that just one day. Let's only think about love, and AG's just kind of helping, like working on the food because he actually can cook. So he's like, yeah, I know half of the half of, friends of bride and groom are gems, but other people eat food and we do too, Steven. So I'm just thinking to myself, I just make some. I'm just gonna make us. I'm gonna make a splendid dinner for all our human guests. So I'm gonna do what I do. And it pretty much plays out the same way. Steven talks to Peridot, he talks to Pearl, he talks to Peridot, he talks to Pearl, he talks to Amethyst while he sings. Everything's cool. But I would want I would want Blue Diamond to actually come while the wedding's coming. It just feels a little bit more dramatic that way. But I guess we'd have it play out normally, but Ichi would be the first one to stand up because he'd be like, "All right, guys, I'll hold her off while you guys think of a plan." And Steven goes like, What are you gonna do?" He grabs an old box from his an old box from his bag, and he goes like, "Well, kiddo, I'm gonna hold her off the best I can. And I never thought I'd use this thing again, but it looks like I have to." And he basically puts on this mask, and since teenage pretty much it has a lot of other things and things of fiction from other universes that congealed into one universe. Guess what this mask is? If you know who I am, guess who the. If you know what thing I'm referencing, guess what he has. I'll give you a minute. Just pause the video. Think about it. Okay, that's enough. And so he gets the mask from the mask, but it's like from the movie. It's from the movie, not from the comic book. So he goes like, "Oh yeah, guys, oh, it's showtime, Steven. I'm gonna need you guys to think of a plan. Figure out what you need to do because I'm about to take a huge, a giant woman down, and for once, not in a sexual way. You know what I mean?" He goes, "For once, not in a sexual way." You'll understand when you're a little bit older, Steven. Oh, don't worry about it. And then he just starts like. Also, I'd have the Mask cartoon theme song playing. It would just be me singing it. I don't know why. I feel like it would be so like fucking great Actually, let me fucking do it. Let me fucking do it. Let me fucking play the music. Hold up. Like, I freaking love this though. I love this. You guys just need to. I think I got the the season 1 version of it. I gotcha with my winning style. I live in less in a flaring style. You just can't help but stare myself up there. Like, everybody just looks at him while he's just doing this. He's like throwing gag thing after gag thing and trying to punch Blue Diamond as best he can. He's like, yeah. Let me tell you, I never fought a giant woman before. It's gonna be the first time. He's like holding his fist up like he's just about to do fisticuffs, and then everything else starts to attack after him. After the freaking song, he just Rocco Bebop and hip hop, flip flop. Somebody stop me. Granny, Baranny, and faces like mine. He'll come a dime a dozen. I stand out in the crowd. Babe, when they made me, yeah, they broke the mold. Was some kind state of mind. Totally out of my mind. Dodge, films and there wells, and middle of the great princess. But, you know, he just does the etc. And he kind of beats back Blue Diamond for a bit. But Blue Diamond, like, fights back and just starts whooping him. He's like, you know, guys, I could use your help. Old Bugsy can't handle this for too much longer. And the mask is starting to slip off me, so this is about to really, really hurt. And then they start fighting like normal. And then she tries to use then Garnet does her thing where she kind of does the whole diversion while Lap like Lapis kind of throws the barn on her. And, AG still has the mask on him. He's like, Lapis, the barn! Let's see a Paradise Home. Seriously? Was that the best you could do? It's like, yeah, well, whatever. But then she tries to use the sadness field on everybody. It doesn't work on Lapis, and it doesn't work on Ichi because he's like, oh look, lady, you don't even know what kind of sadness I've been through. You say you've been sad for 1,000 years. Try for a bunch of years in a different part of the universe for times faster. And I never had a chance to grieve. So your sadness ain't nothing compared to mine. And then, he has a mask on, he stops the jokes, and he's like, well, the kid probably doesn't want me to kill, but I will knock out. He goes, gig. Chaos. Breaker. Punch! He knocks Blue Diamond out. He's like, huh? Didn't know I still had a lot of power in this old thing I got in my face. Well, and then Yellow Diamond comes out and attacks everybody, kind of like how she did. Actually hits Steven, and everybody's fighting both Yellow Diamond. Yellow Diamond's kicking everybody's ass, by the way. And she's like, come on, kid, wake up, come on, wake up. And then he just takes off the mask. He's like, oh. Or maybe he doesn't take off the mask. I don't know. I was thinking of implementing his like his Giga powers in this, but no, I don't think it should be. I don't know. I think there's bigger enemies to fry on that one. But yeah. So as everybody's trying to fight Yellow Diamond, Ichi tries to lunge at her with another with another Giga Falcon, another Giga Megaton, another Giga Megaton Chaotic Punch, and then he gets zapped. He's like, "Ah! Damn it, damn it! If I could only have, if they were here, I'd be able to fight. I'd be able to, we'd be able to change the tides to this." You know, Steven's encouraging everybody while this is going on. Tells Connie the skimmy. But then, like, the sky opens up. Like, light shimmers down. He's like, no, you didn't. You, no, you did. Like, everybody's like, what's going on? He's like, my brother's coming. And you kind of hear an, oh, shit. So, someone grab me. And also hard. He's falling slower than I am. And he goes, and like in typical Bugsy fashion, he grabs him in the usual way. Like as like runs his ball for him, so he holds up his hand, and just grabs him, and Hard comes out like, "Oh, holy shit, no! Got you too." And he just looks at them for a minute. He looks at them for a minute while everybody's playing these guys. Man, we'll catch up later, but you know what we gotta do. But he hugs them real quick. He's like, "You guys, I missed you so much. I missed you so much. You don't even know how long it's been since I last seen you guys." It's good to see you guys again. But we don't got time for the savviness. Like, we need to take care of this. We need to take care of this person. And he's like, "Oh yeah, we got someone else that wants. We got someone else that wants to join this fight." And then he sees like D just descend down. D is another character from the from the from my actual from the prime version timeline, but there's another version of him in this timeline. And he kind of died by the Cube-strosity instead of actually surviving and disappearing. So he's like, someone's got electric powers. That ain't gonna be enough for the actual Green Thunder. Everybody's still fighting. Um, like the big three of Team Nature are holding them off with D's help, and Steven does the kind of reaching out with them with their minds, and with the fact that the big three are in the game now fully. They all of them they're pretty, like, Blue Diamond's pretty much distracted, Yellow Diamond's pretty much distracted. There's not a lot of like interference, and Steven, you know, everybody's like fighting them all at once, and they're distracted. So Steven does the usual, and everybody knows that Steven is Rose and also Pink Diamond. No, Ansukamaru and Hara actually they actually stay with Ichi on that one. And he's like, "So what? Did you guys fall out of heaven, or did you guys actually just want to help me?" He's like, "We wanted to help you. Come on." We're like, "Come on." They're like, "Come." Like Harden was like, "Come on, Bugs. Do you really think we were gonna let you? You really think we were gonna let you just doubt yourself and get your ass killed? No. Nah, we decided to come back and help you out, and we're staying." And then the regular stuff happens where they go to Homeworld and they get Pink Diamond's old ship, and And then instead of like White Diamond saying, "Oh, Starlight, we're glad that you're back," she actually wants to execute Steven for this. Maybe that's what she actually is gonna do in the ballroom. Who knows? But then, then everybody that Pink brought with her, even with Blue and Yellow, because I would say there's been a power shift between Blue, Yellow, and White. Like White Diamond is supposed to be like there's also supposed to be leaders in their own right, but everybody is kind of siding towards White Diamond because they see the Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond. They see Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond as emotional, and Blue Diamond is a lot more emotional. So is Yellow. So their own subjects, their own people, actually think that they're weaker, and they all side with White Diamond. So with them going to Homeworld, it wasn't really about with them going to Homeworld. White Diamond decides to ambush them all, you know, because Blue and Yellow were never really supposed to go away from Homeworld, and White Diamond knows this, and she decides to finally put an end to all of her rebellious children at that point. But yeah, but even H.E. and the rest of the old version of Team H, they go like, Steven, do you really think that White Diamond is really going to help you guys? Because and he's like, let's face it, your mother created you, and I feel like White Diamond's going to be pissed. So whoever yours, he's like, no, well, I know you've been training me and all, but maybe I can talk things out with White Diamond. All right, kid, but if something goes completely crazy and bonkers, I'm gonna go You know what I'm gonna use. So prepare for that. But yeah, everybody gets jumped. And, they're like, what did I tell the kid? Like AG and AG's like, what did I tell the kid? I told the kid that White Diamond wouldn't be happy with all of you guys returning. And look where we are now. We're in a dungeon. Well, we're stuck in this dungeon, but hey, don't you forget you got me. You got me now? Oh yeah. I'm so glad you still have your lot picks. Everyone, even the homeworld one. So they get out and they actually start fighting. They start fighting their way to Steven, trying to find where he is. Again, the Starlight thing still happens, but it has more of a sinister undertone to it. So she's like, I'll make sure you never rebel again. And yeah, she means she's actually going to try and use her White Diamond powers to take over her mind. To take over Steven's mind and be one with her. Like, it's worse than actual execution. Because, I feel like White Diamond's all about taking your free will away. Because it's free will that made Pink Diamond do what she did. It's free will. It's free will that allows, Yellow to be a constant angry thorn, a constant angry thing that doesn't do her job, um it's emotions for both Yellow and Blue Diamond that keeps them from doing their duty. So White Diamond wants to make everything run smoothly. She sees she sees she sees Connie and the rest of the Crystal Gems, and even H.E. and the rest of Team H. Well, the older branch of Team H as kind of superfluous, so she decides to actually make them one with her or actually try to kill them. And like, what ensues is like this awesome like this awesome fight where you just where in a late like in a pre like in an like a in a previous episode, like Ichi would learn how to knock off how to make gems poof without actually like making them poof without actually trying to shatter them. So it's like, so guys, he's like hit their gem points and they'll poof. And they're all fighting. Yellow and blue are fighting. And it's just amazing. And you're probably wondering, what about Jasper? Well, I'll save that for another. I'll save that one for the next time. But pretty much everything with Jasper still happens as it's supposed to, with maybe a few fights with Ichi. And but yeah, they're just fighting their way through. He's like, "Kid, didn't what did I tell you? What did I tell you?" But I thought he's like, "Yeah, I know you thought. Hell, I thought a bunch of different things too, but not everybody will be peaceful, Steven. You have, like I said in our training, not everybody wants to be peaceful. Not everybody wants to be your friend. You gotta be able to fight them. You gotta be able to fight. And right now, we don't have enough. We don't have enough people or manpower to fight Freak. We don't have enough manpower or people to fight everybody on home. Fight White Diamond. So we gotta retreat. So get everybody that you. So we need to get everybody out of here. He's like, like what about blue and yellow? They're coming with us. At this point, they're not. At this point, they're coming with us because they're seen as enemies too. Yellow says like, why would we ever join? Why would we ever join? Why would I ever join sides with you? Because you're an enemy of the state, Yellow. We don't got time to be. We don't got time for your him hon. You know. And Blue's like, like, like Ichi's ready to ready to fight her, and Blue just kind of puts them. Blue kind of stops them and says like, we should just go. And, and Ichi's like, yeah, yeah, right. And she kind of gives Ichi kind of a look. I can't tell you what that look is, but it's a look that sort of surprised Ichi in a way. Is something going on with them? Maybe. So they land back, and White's ready for war. Like we don't get into that until a few more episodes. We wouldn't get into that until a few more episodes in. But yeah, White's like on the offensive. But it's not really a war. But she is trying to corral everybody because the real threat, yes, is Sneeple. But she is trying to corral, like she is trying to stop the Crystal Gems because White feels like they could be a whole liability being in this war with the Sneeple. So that's why for a while she doesn't really bother with them because she has other pressing matters to deal with. And then Ichi goes like, Blue, well, why did you stop me? She, he's like I'm. She's like I was really gonna let you, hurt Yellow. Hmm. Or maybe you were just worried about me. I was like, where I was I was looking around Har and Deer like in the back, just going like, is is Bugsy and Blue Diamond really? He's like in it and Har and D go, yeah, this is happening. You know, she's like, I've captured many humans for Pink Zoo, but there's never been a, she's like, there's never been a human quite like you. You're rather interesting and you have powers. What are those? It's called, he goes like, it's called magic. See, I'm a Chaos Lord. I'm a type. You could say, you could wager I'm like a subspecies of human. But my people were always adept in a few things. Magic, using our ki as actual energy against our enemies, and a few of the philosophers type stuff. It's just kind of how we were. But yeah, I can feel like I'm, people say I'm like way beyond a regular Chaos Lord, which I don't technically believe, because if I'm beyond the typical power level of Chaos Lord, what am I? And she's like, you are far, you are interesting. Well, you're not the first person to say that to me. Although you are the first, you are the first, you are the first, you're the first diamond that's ever said that to me. It kind of gives you a hint that Blue Diamond will actually, because of Eiichi's influence, she actually stops truly grieving. Well, she actually stops during Pink, but she actually stops being sad and starts actually being. She actually is on the side with the crystal gems, and then kind of develops a kind of feelings for Eiichi and his self, and to Asakura's jokes about like go Asakura goes like, how are you guys even going to go? How are you guys even gonna how you guys gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? Like how is that gonna work? Like you can't just make. I don't know if you guys meant to make them giants. Like you're like, well, it's like Asakura don't talk about that. I mean, me and Blue were our friends, colleagues, comrades. I don't even think she sees me like that. She's a gem, and I'm a Chaos Lord that knows magic. Even Steven kind of picks up on it and tries to like one of the other episodes, because White Diamond doesn't try to attack them yet. So there's like a funny little episode where Steven kind of brings Blue and Ichi together for a kind of date, and and Steven's like, welcome, sir. Can I grab your coat? He's like, Steven, what is this? And he sees like Blue Diamond um, having having a different kind of outfit. He's like, Steven, was this thing just an elaborate scheme just to get me to get me on a date with Blue Diamond? Steven nods. He's like, yeah, I thought so. I should probably. And he goes like, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna just let this happen, see where it goes. Blue was kind of brought here because she thought that Yellow and Ichi were gonna fight again, because Yellow and Ichi always seem to fight, because they kind of don't like each other. But he's like, it seems that Steven decided to bring us on a date. I think that's kind of weird. I mean, I'm a Chaos Lord. You're a diamond. It's kind of weird, don't you think? But she actually, but Blue Diamond, and I think only in this thing because we have no proof that diamonds can actually resize. But in this one, but in my little version of it, they kind of do. It's like, well, what? She's like, well, I've heard that humans mate. Is dating just another way of mating? And Ichi just kind of blushes for him, and he's like, it's not really, it's not really mating, but date's more of getting to know a person, you know. And he actually kind of like tries to skate over the fact that she's been grieving over Pink for centuries. Um, so he just wonders like what life was before everything that happened, and she kind of explains and stuff like that. And we get a little bit more, and we get kind of my head kind of, and we get my head kind of how the diamonds were made. So yeah, and then we know a little bit more. We know a little bit more of Ichi's backstory and how it is, how he basically, his time in the war and all the other stuff, and how does he know how to fight the way he does. We learn a little bit more about that, and I would kind of put it where where Blue actually tries to release, and there'd be like the episode would end with them kind of just where Blue basically just kisses him. He's like, yeah. It just ends. It just irises out with him just rubbing his cheek, going, yeah, and he faints, and that kind of, and then we go into the next episode where to Blue Diamond is actually trying to release the humans in their zoo, and you know, it's hard for them to really, it's hard for the humans in the zoo to really deal with like actual human life because they're so used to being in the zoo. It's it's actually kind of difficult because again, all they've ever known is the zoo and mating and continuously. I mean, they actually hear something similar to the thing that helps them mate, and they just think they just think they're gonna like they just think they're gonna like mate, and Blue and H are just kind of trying to do this together. It's like there's not gonna be a lot of there wouldn't be a lot of episodes focused on H and his and on him. But with Blue, it's just kind of funny because they're actually trying to, in a way, rehabilitate the humans. Agee's just trying to show Blue pretty much why Pink Diamond really loved the Earth. So it's them trying to do that, and it's Agee trying to show Blue why this Earth needs to be protected. Also, even though this is a Steven Universe thing, we're gonna I was thinking I'd do more stuff to extend the universe too. Deadpool's always doing his own thing, and I was like, what if I could do my own thing? But yeah. And I don't know, maybe Peridot gets jealous. Other than Pearl, I've never seen another gym get jealous of anybody, so that'd be kind of interesting. Mm. Also, in the episode that I'm gonna call this episode, um, this episode would technically be called "Let's." It's time to free the. It's time to free the zoo. All right, let my people. or even let my people go. Let the animals go. And there'd be a little thing with him and Ronaldo. He's like, Ronaldo, you are the most annoying motherfucker. He goes like, you are the most annoying, and then it's like censored because it's cartoon. Like I still feel like this would fit in Cartoon Network, so mostly H would be like censored most of the time when he's like swearing, and he'd just be like, and let me tell you, nah, what do you even want to do when you see an alien life form? Because you know what? And he just shows him his wings. He's like, I'm an alien life form if you want to be technical. So I suggest, Ronaldo, how about you actually decide to do something with your life instead of worrying about aliens? There's aliens all over the place. Okay? But we don't need you need a hobby, a thing. Instead of just always trying to say keep Beach City weird. And Blue's like, did you really have to be so rough on that human? He needed to learn. He needed to learn Bluey, that's all. And she's like, what did you call me? He's like, I called you a Tui. Yeah, Tui. It's a thing my people say. Yeah, it means friend. It means friend and partner. I mean, no, it doesn't mean partner. It means and they try to but pretty much the whole without that being a part of the episode. Um, Other than that being part of the episode, blue. It's just a blue and AG centered episode. So no Steven actually appears in the episode. Kind of just other characters will get solo episodes too, more solo episodes. But also Yellow actually gets kind of a solo episode for herself where she tries to understand Earth because now they're fugitives. So she tries to understand. She tries to understand people, but she really can't. And she tries to break out most of the. She basically, I would say she tries to feel remorse for the episode is trying to get her to feel remorse for everything that she's done, but mostly she feels more of a regret of what happened to Pink. Like everything happened because they thought that they could give Pink her own colony, and everything that happened. So she kind of can't. She still can't forgive herself for what happened to Pink. And it's pretty much a episode where she just flashes back. She really does hate AG because she doesn't have Blue to talk to anymore because they're just kind of doing their own thing. And I think I don't know. I'd probably have Garnet because having an episode with only Yellow would be kind of eh. Oh yeah, there'd be a ton of Lars and the Stars episodes. Fuck, I'd have Lars have his own like spin-off show with him doing stuff. What else? Amethyst would kinda like there'd be an episode where Amethyst is like just hanging out with Steven and Blue and AG, and they're just like Blue is literally showing AG a lot of affection. It's just making everybody uncomfortable. Again, few episodes away from the big bad, but it does happen in another episode that I'm thinking about. Okay, hold on, everybody. But hey, this video is getting a little too long, so let us talk about this in part 3. where we go from where I'm where I'm going with the series to other things where we actually expand the universe, because again, the Crystal Gems ain't the only ones here. So we're gonna get closer to that. And maybe we may see a certain alien hero and a certain ghost boy. Maybe. Because when I think about it, it could work it like I'm thinking that this is just I'm thinking of just putting it as the main universe. The main Team H universe. But I'll see you all later. Folks. Yeah. Part 3 is gonna be dealing with White Diamond trying to go to Earth and the various things she'll do then. Peace, everybody.